Good morning everyone. Myself Samrat. Now I'm here to discuss about fundamentals of insect pest, disease and weed management under organic farming. Firstly, when we talk about management of pests, disease or weeds, we think of chemicals. But now we are talking under organic farming. As everyone know, organic farming is done without chemicals. Then how can we manage them? Here comes the word integrated, means collective usage of different methods to achieve the target. For pest, it is integrated pest management. For disease, it is integrated disease management. For weeds, it is integrated weed management. Let us discuss one by one. Integrated pest management. Integrated pest management means environmentally and economically safe way for managing pests combining all common practices. Common practices include cultural practices, mechanical practices, physical practices, and biological practices. First, cultural practices. These are the practices done by farmers naturally to grow the crops. Some of them can be used for reducing pest infestation, such as tillage, growing resistant varieties, seed rate, planting timing, spacing, water management, trap cropping, intercropping, crop rotation, etc. Tillage. Tillage means mechanical manipulation of soil. By this preparatory cultivation, insects which are hidden in the soil are exposed to sun or predators. By this, insect pest population can be reduced. Next is growing resistant varieties. Some of the varieties are naturally resistant to some pest due to some special characters such as acidity, tasteless cell sap, early maturity, etc. Trap cropping. It is another method of cultural practice in which we grow a susceptible host crop near our major crop. It acts as a trap and later we destroy it completely. Crop rotation. As we know, insects feed on crops. If we provide continuous food for insects throughout the year, the pest population will be increased. So, we should grow a non host crop after host crop to reduce the pest population. Now, physical control. Every insects require a definite range of physical conditions to survive. Modifications of these physical conditions is done under physical control. Deviation of these physical conditions can harm the survival of these insects. Some of the methods we can use are manipulation of temperature, manipulation of light, manipulation of moisture, etc. Manipulation of temperature can reduce insect activity, and manipulation of light can reduce fertility and mating frequency of an insect. Mechanical methods. In mechanical methods, pest population is reduced by manual devices or machines. Different methods can be used here. Some of them are collection and destruction, preventive barriers, trapping, etc. In collection and destruction, different life stages of insects are collected and destroyed manually or mechanically. Preventive barriers. In this, we will prevent the pest to reach the host by using some mechanical barriers, for example, wrapping of fruits. Trapping. In this method, we will attract insects and destroy them collectively. Various types of traps can be used, such as light traps for photosensitive insects, pheromone traps to attract males, sticky traps for aphids and gessetes, bait traps, fish meal traps, etc. Last one is biological control. In this, we will use other living organisms to control the pest population. It mainly involves their natural enemies such as predators, parasitoids, pathogens, etc. Predators are those insects which feed on other insects. Parasitoids are those in which an immature stage develops on a single host and ultimately kill the host. And the pathogens. Insects are also affected by bacteria, fungi, and virus. They can cause the diseases which affect the growth of the insects. And at last, we can also use botanicals like neem extracts to control the pest infestation. Integrated disease management. Integrated disease management consists of a variety of tools and techniques to effectively manage and control plant diseases in organic farming. First one is resistant host plant varieties. Growing of resistant varieties is a fundamental tool of integrated disease management. It is a simple, effective, and economical method of disease control. In low value crops, it is recommended to farmers to use resistant varieties as other methods of disease control are expensive. Next one is culture practices. As we discussed earlier, these practices are done by the farmers to grow crops naturally. Some of them we use for disease management are crop rotation, proper spacing, optimizing plant density, adjusting irrigation practices, and implementing good sanitation practices, etc. Deep plowing. By deep plowing, some of the pathogens are exposed to sun and killed due to solarization. Crop rotation and diversification. In crop rotation, we can disrupt the life cycle of the pathogen, and then through diversification, it can reduce the buildup of specific pathogen in an area. Residue management. By removing and disposing the infected plant debris, we can reduce the survival and spread of pathogens. Now, biological control. We can use biopesticides, predators, or parasites. Biopesticides are derived from natural sources such as fungi, bacteria, and plant extracts. Same as insects, pathogens are also affected by predators and parasites, which can keep disease infestation in check. Physical control. Modification of physical conditions can be done through soil solarization, hot water treatment, and hot air treatment. In soil solarization, it can be used to control soil borne diseases. Hot water treatment. Seed borne diseases can be treated by immersing infected seeds in hot water at recommended temperature and time. Hot air treatment. Removing of excess moisture can protect them from fungal and bacterial attack. And the last one is weed management. Organic farmers give first priority to the prevention of the introduction and multiplication of weeds. The most preferred methods are crop rotation, mulching, mechanical weeding, etc. Soil solarization. In this, a clear plastic film or sheet is placed over an area and the edges are tightly sealed. By this, the temperature will rise to higher levels, which is harm to the weed growth. Thermal weed control. Outright burning of weeds. It can be done before or after emergence of the crop, but before the emergence is recommended as it can harm our main crop also. Mulching. Mulching means covering the soil surface. Through this, we can prevent the weed seed germination. Many forms of mulches can be used according to crop. Mechanical weed management. In mechanical weed management, it is both time consuming and labor intensive, but most effective method of weed management. Choice of implementation and frequency will depend on crop and type of crop. Crop rotation. Crop rotation has been the heart of organic weed management. Crop rotation can create unstable environment for weeds. And last one is allelopathy. In this, we can use chemicals extracted from plants to suppress the weed growth. So these all are the methods in which we reduce the pest, disease and weeds under organic farming without using chemicals. Thank you.